You know who else is pissing people off, Sabrina, though? Harry and Meghan. That's who's pissing people off.
Yeah,
because Harry and Meghan, they can't stop. They can't stop because they're back one more time. And why are they back in the news? And that's why they're going to change their names, apparently. They decided they're going to be dropping their Sussex titles and use Prince Diana's maiden name, Spencer. That's what's going around now. They've been telling this to a royal author. They've been telling their friends. They've been putting it out there, being like, what do you think about this idea? Should we drop it? Should we reboot ourselves? Find a new way for people to look at us because they keep getting mad at us for being Harry and Meghan, but they got to find a way to do this. And that's what they think, at least in general. And so by going back to Spencer and finding that rights, they can make her the new Diana. That's what apparently they're saying behind closed doors. That should be the next Diana. And for me, I'm just like, no, you're not. You're not the next Diana. You're not. You're not even close to that. You're Harry and Meghan. You're the most hated couple from the British Empire. You know what I mean? Like, and they're discussing this and they're going through it. And I found this, and of course, when we talk about them, we got. When I see something, we got to talk about them. So they're apparently going to be dropping their titles, maybe, and going by Spencer, which to me,
they already dropped their titles, by the way.
But I mean, this is like completely done, wipe it away, reboot their days.
The only way that they don't have their titles is if, like, fucking King Charles is like, strips them of them. So like they can drop their titles all they want.
Oh, really?
Like, you know what I mean? I could not use, like, he could King not Charles. Use his title. She could not use her title. It doesn't unless they are, stripped of their titles from the King of England. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. You can.
That makes it even smarter.
Makes it smarter. Yeah.
To me.
What do you think, Mike? Do you think they should drop it to Spencer? You think they should just be like, go by Spencer? Or do you not care at all about them anymore?
Well, ever since Princess Diana hit the tabloids in 1987 with her adventure into American retail market with Spencer's Gifts, the American public has.
I bought many whoopee cushions from Spencer's Gifts.
I was amused by you. I wasn't being amused by myself. Yeah, Spencer's Gifts, the Princess Diana store, right?
It's a great place.
Mug with balls.
Very popular back in the day.
They're we're talking about them, man. We're talking about them like they got headlines like and even smarter, like as Sabrina says, it affects nothing.
Nope.
It affects nothing other than their tabloid image. Like,
that's all it
is. They're cashing in. They're cashing in. Like, I think I made earlier in the show a little like goldfish and sprinkling flakes. Like, if we keep coming up to the top of the bowl, and all they got to do is sprinkle flakes, like, who are the dumb ones?
Nom,
like,
nom, 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 nom,
it's us. That's you and me. That's you and me making that noise, Brian. Yeah. I like it. I think does it hurt anyone is the question, and it might hurt someone, and that might invalidate my whole argument.
Well, it might hurt the actual.
Yes,
the British Empire, because people get mad about them. The family, they're mad about him.
Shit about royals. I don't give a shit about royals. Are you kidding me?
Rude. I mean, you don't have to give a shit about them, but like their culture gives a shit about them a lot, and like their purpose. These two people, their purpose is to destroy the fucking family, and that is not cool. I don't care if you're royal or not. Like, if anyone is part of any family and your goal is to destroy the rest of your family, like, go fuck yourself. Not cool. Not a fan.
Do they care that much, or do they just want to pour gasoline on an outrage fire?
They don't care that much, but the royal family cares.
I'm saying the British people. I think that they care about the drama. It's
care.
Like, it's the what's the MTV show from back in it's the real world. It's the real. It was the original. The royal family is the original real world. They're the original real world.
No, this is like
the British world.
This monarch has been in effect like forever, and it is literally like when I've said this before. Like, when they were getting married, there were like shit tons of people. I don't want to like say millions or thousands or hundreds of thousands. I don't know. But like the streets were lined with people in wedding dresses. Like they are submersed and immersed in
delusional people is who you're talking about, right?
That's how they grew up. Like
it's weird.
The royal family is very, very important to the people who live there. Like, it's not important to you because we live in a democracy that somehow, never mind. I'm not going to get into politics. My point is, that it's not as important to you as it is to them. To them, like, this is a staple. Like, this is what they believe. This is what, like, they literally, like, there are people who report on them. There are royal specialists. There are people who,
you want to enable their delusions is what I'm hearing.
No, not at all. It's not, but it's not a delusion. Like, that's their system of government. There's a parliament. There's a king and a queen. There's, like,
that's how they get paid.
It's like just all of a sudden being like, presidents are stupid, which, by the way, you know, the system of the presidency is stupid. But, like, there should
presidents are awesome.
There should be, like, some, you know, like, there needs to be
I'll take a prime minister
in a lot of things here. But yeah, like, you can't just shit on someone's term of government. And a monarchy is a term of government.
They have nothing. Do they have anything to do with government? They're just like they're the spokespeople. They're the goddamn Ronald McDonald of the biggest empire in the world, right?
Yeah,
no, I'm
of the British people.
GR, by the way, not talking about those two. I'm not talking about those two. I'm talking about the monarchy in general at the moment. GR, not them. They're ridiculous. I hate them. Everyone knows I do not care for them. I love having this because I realize she is a succubus, but I do also you know, not feel bad for him anymore. I used to feel very bad for him, and now I don't, because he's let her envelop him and make all of his decisions and put his life in a weird fucked up direction that we all have to watch and, like, continue to watch. But it's like, just like the Kardashians, like, it is like, you know, there's no publicity is bad publicity. And so they do dumb shit like fake car chases and like just like a couple, like last weekend or something, she was in Montecito at a farmer's market buying flowers and had her dog with her when they have a strict no dogs policy. So she's like,
don't care.
I'm a royal. I'm here. It doesn't matter. And I have my dog. You can kindly go fuck yourself.
Use it when you can.
By herself, which I feel like was making a statement to not be with Harry. Like,
the fact that you know about it, the fact that you know about it means that it was a ploy that worked, right?
And
maybe that's conspiratorial. I don't know.
I don't know about it because I give a fuck. I know about it because I research my job as a person on this podcast. Like, I don't.
Well, yeah, the fact that anyone wrote about it is what I'm saying.
Pictures of her on fucking line, like, oh my god, Meghan was shopping for flowers. Like,
and it was so good. She was wearing a red floral
whatever you
dress.
just did. I like that. You can do that all the time, Sabrina.
Oh my god, you guys! I was shopping for flowers.
I mean, to change their names, to change their names and get rid of that whole heritage and stuff like that's bad enough. They've been kind of like, we're done with this, but that's like a big nail in the coffin for the whole.
Hard pause for you, sir. They first reported on this a month ago, right? This is not brand new news. Like this changing their name thing was floated a month ago. I don't think it gained any traction or water, and I don't think it's going to happen. Like, she floated it because all of the press with Spare was not as what's the right word, as
monumental.
It wasn't received as well as they had hoped for. Then she took a walk back and pretended like she didn't know about everything that was in Spare, and she was like, I had no idea. No, bitch. There's no way that guy would take a shit without telling you. Like, you know where he goes, what he does, like what pubic hairs he plucks. So don't pretend like you had no idea what was in that book. You read every fucking word and approved it. So I find that huge bullshit. Also, she had a weird situation with that fake car chase that, like, people were like, yeah, we don't believe you, which they didn't love. Also, that their podcast, her podcast, that Archetypes or whatever, was canceled on Spotify. Yeah. So they were having like a bit of a bad run. And $20 million she got paid though. The idea. I don't think they're going to give her all of it though. Like, she didn't produce enough content. I think that they didn't get the full payment because she didn't produce enough content with the 12 episodes or whatever. Don't quote me on that, but I think that that's the case.
Spotify's whole business is platforming the unplatformable.
Just give them a place to talk.
Could you imagine, literally, and I'm stealing this from somebody on something I read today, and I don't know who, and whoever you are, if you're watching this, you're amazing. They said, could you imagine somebody being so rich that they can do whatever the fuck they want to do, but they still manage to get denied jobs? Like, I don't know how you are super fucking rich, you can do whatever you want, but Spotify is like, go fuck yourself. Netflix is like, see you later. And like, you can literally like not get paid to do anything. But you show up at a farmer's market with your fucking dog and get like a fucking a pap walk fucking holiday. Like, go fuck yourself, you dumb fucking disillusioned, selfish, using cunt. Excuse my language, but she is a fucking cunt. She ruined this poor man's life who, like, beforehand was a very you know, he's had a bit of a rough go. You know what I mean? His brother was always in line for the throne. He wasn't.
He's spare.
You know, he was younger when his mother passed away. He took it very hard. Like he is a spare. You know, and I used to feel bad for him. But she literally has like succubused him, if anyone watches South Park, to the point where like he is like a shell of a human being and just does whatever she wants him to do. And then she pretends like, you know, that she's like out on her own and she's like, oh, I'm all by myself. Like, fuck you, bitch. I hate it. I hate her. Like the whole thing is ridiculous. And people are saying that what prompted this whole situation, by the way, not the name changing bit, but her going out for a public appearance, was the fact that they didn't get nominated for an Emmy for their shithole documentary series that basically threw all of the stones.
Oh,
at
now
the British
that does make
family.
me feel bad.
Yes.
Like she just needs to go out and get attention, and then we just give it to her. Yeah,
She's like,
it's
oh
still our fault.
I'm doing like a thing.
With the attention, with the attention.
Okay, it's sickness. It's sickness all across the board. You've convinced me. It's everybody's fault.
By the way, who needs to get an award for tearing apart a family? Does that mean that you got a victory? You already took their son away. Now you need to get an award for it? Fuck you,
it's messed up.
Self-centered fucking bitch.